Hello, Abraham. Thank you for your patience with us. I have 3 questions.
It's easy to be patient when you know all is well.
Do souls, human and other animals, travel together lifetime after lifetime?
Yes?
How do I contact those in non-physical, including my cats?
You want to meet up with them in non-physical? You said lifetime to lifetime, which made it sound like physical lifetime to physical lifetime. So you're wanting to meet up with your cats in non-physical or just in future physical lifetimes?
Both.
Well, the nice thing about that is that you don't have to orchestrate that from your physical perspective, and that's good because it's a big order of business and most of you don't believe that you can. So the only 2 things that are required for the achievement of anything is to set forth a desire and then to allow it to be. And so when you come forth into your future physical experiences, especially as little ones, you rendezvous as children with lots of familiar pets from other experiences. It's only as an adult that you begin to question whether you can do that or not. Haven't you just known lots of beasts that reminded you of lots of other beasts, you see?
Yes.
And humans have a hard time with this next thing that we're going to say, but sometimes one of your very familiar feeling animal friends is actually a part of the same energy stream that you are.
Okay.
Humans worry about that because you're so happy at being at the top of the food chain that you, or the karmic wheel, you don't really want to share it with beasts in that way. In other words, bring me my pet and I will love him, but I don't want to be on the same vibrational, non-physical wavelength as him. And we want you to know that energy is energy and that you come here to your physical experience with different intentions, but it's the same non-physical energy stream. And the essence of that which is in the animal is not so very different from the essence of that which is in the human. It's all pure positive energy. The only difference worth mentioning between human and beast is that the beast, without exception, is more tuned in, tapped in, turned on. They are more in touch with who they really are. Part of the reason is because they don't hide behind language. Part of the reason is because they have shorter life experiences and they don't have as much opportunity to build up as much resistance. In other words, when you hear about the butterfly or the bird that is migrating long distances and you say, well, who knew? Who was leading the crew? Who knew where to take them? And we say, broader perspective, and they were tapped into broader perspective. Have you ever watched a flock of birds and watched them fly and wonder why they're not banging into each other?
Yes.
They weren't practicing when you're not looking. In other words, they get into that zone where their broader perspective knows every part of the formation. And they fulfill their role because they instinctively is one way of saying it, but they intuitively is another way of saying it, but they vibrationally, aligningly know how they fit into things, you see. And you all are working on figuring that out too. Have you ever been driving where you could just feel yourself in the flow of traffic and you look up ahead and you have a sense of what's going to happen and you slow before you even see the tail lights on the cars ahead of you? Or you change lanes even before there's a reason, a visual reason for you to change lanes. You're doing the same thing that your beasts are doing. You're operating from broader perspective.
This kind of leads to the next question. I struggle with allowing family and friends who eat animals due to the suffering of the animals, especially when cohabiting with someone who desires to have dead animals in the refrigerator and cook them in my house. Can you help me with this?
Not really.
It's a tough one.
Well, you've got yourself set up for a lot of grief because you keep beating the drum. You used every word that you could use to make that a bad thing.
I know.
So, and here's what we would say to you. You can't have it both ways. You cannot vehemently disapprove of that and have dead carcasses in your refrigerator at the same time. In other words, something's got to give. And we would work on getting in flow with the nature of things. In other words, it's possible that some ruler could become so powerful and get such a big bomb that he could convince all other humans never to eat animals. But you're not ever going to convince the other animals not to eat other animals. The big one's always going to eat the little one. In other words, the big fish is always going to eat the little fish. And when you get into the rhythm of that, when you understand that the animals come forth knowing that, then you don't make it such a big deal. Certainly he is always reaching for life. It's why you see them run. In other words, they're wanting the experience of that, but part of it is part of the chase too. In other words, it's just part of the agreement. I'll run, you'll catch me. Sometimes you'll catch me and eat me, sometimes you won't, and we'll all have a great time. That really is the way they all look at it.
Okay.
And we promise you that as clear-minded as these beasts are, all of you coming in, if it wasn't a game they wanted to play, they wouldn't come forth again and again to play it again with you, you see.
Okay.
You can let that one go. You don't have
right.
to eat meat, but don't push against something that is so prevalent in your society that you have to cringe at it. Our friend earlier was talking about not wanting to drop bombs on people in Baghdad, and Esther told Jerry the other day that if he reads one more bumper sticker and gets upset about it, she's going to make him ride in the bedroom with the windows closed. Because he sees bumper stickers that he doesn't agree with and then gets all stirred up about it. And Esther wants to put blinders on him so that he doesn't get upset about because the world is full of people who have opinions that are different from yours. And you just have to finally make up your mind, you're not the only one with an opinion. Everybody gets to have opinions, and everybody gets to put bumper stickers on their car, and everybody gets to live and feel as they want to feel, and it's your job to find your way of feeling good within it, not their job to make bumper stickers that please you, you see.
Okay. Thank you.